Hey team, I wanted to take some time to talk to you about why I'm doing yoga teacher training. It's obviously not the perfect time in my life to be squishing in yoga teacher training when I have the blog and the coaching and 3 children, 5 and under, and my own health journey. But I just feel really strongly about it, not only in my own personal journey, but I just really want to be able to share it with y'all and integrate it into my coaching and into my courses because it is so valuable. So I thought I'd share the kind of benefits of the 3 main parts of yoga that apply to our journey so that you can get a sense of the pervasive benefits that it can provide. Now, the first one is the breathing. Breathing is so important, and oxygen really helps every function in our body. We need oxygen right down in our cells, we need it in our brain, and no one ever thinks to check that we breathe well. And when you are not breathing correctly, you are creating more tension in your upper body, which creates more pain, and you're probably breathing that way because you're in pain. So it's a really vicious cycle. So breathing is really important. And you will probably see more. I will refer back to it in the third option as well. So breathing is just a very big part. Now, the second thing is meditation, and you will have heard me talk about meditation a lot. When I was really struggling after my first son, so I was sleeping even less in the nighttime, which is ridiculous because I only ever slept in 1 hour blocks. But I would just be too miserable but unable to nap. I cannot nap at all. And so by giving myself that 20, 30 or 40 minutes of profound rest in the body and mind, I was able to reduce pain, reduce fatigue, and boost my emotions, because it was really hard. It is so difficult to be so exhausted with no way of reprieve from that state, and it gave me reprieve. I still practice all the time, and I've never had that frustration since. So I've never worried that I don't nap. I don't care at all that I can't nap because I can meditate. I don't panic or get frustrated in the nighttime if I'm struggling to sleep. I just meditate. So it is amazing for that really kind of short-term benefit. But it really helps on a larger scale. That long-term practice of meditation and mindfulness and calming my central nervous system is huge. It helps with sleep, it helps with pain, it helps with fatigue, anxiety, everything. It's really pervasive in the best sense. And the third is kind of the physical part of yoga. So we all know that we need to be moving, but we've all been kind of disappointed by people who expect us to do that pace stuff where we have to do the graded exercise therapy and push through and do more exercise than is good for us. Yoga gives us a way to do our movement without upsetting our nervous system, so moving in conjunction with our breath and being mindful so that we're not causing extra stress or harm to our body. We are being aware of what we're doing, and by building body awareness, which might be the number one thing that yoga offers us, is building body awareness that can really help us with our entire journey. But we can use those physical postures of yoga for short-term relief for things. So I use forward bend a lot to help me with my neck. It gives a gentle stretch and traction, which is very, very useful. So that is one way to use it. You can also make it part of your bedtime routine so that you can stretch, strengthen, and relax your body before bed, which helps it to calm down. It can calm your central nervous system down, and it basically just gives your body a chance to just fold right down, ready for sleep. So I use that pretty much every night for that. You can also use it for general strengthening and stretching, which is vital. I believe that our bodies need to move. I believe that we have to do those normal human needs. We need to eat well, we need to have enough water, we need to breathe well, and we need to move. And it doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes of very gentle yoga or walking down the street, we need to move. And a really great thing about yoga is that when you are moving mindfully and using the breath, you are exercising, but you're keeping your heart rate under that target of 120 heartbeats. So I was listening to a webinar this morning from a doctor who works with people with fibromyalgia, and I had initially thought that keeping your heart rate lower was more for ME and CFS, but actually it works for us as well. So where there's an energy crisis, you want to keep your heart rate lower. You don't want to go too high, because what you do is you end up taking away your oxygen levels, which you don't want to do. So those are just 3 of the parts of yoga that we can use as tools. Obviously, there's a lot more to it, but I just wanted to share why I am so desperate to be able to share these tools with you. So I'm already incorporating little things into my coaching. So if you have been considering coaching and like the idea of adding the yoga into it, please get onto me now. Send me a direct message to ask me about that. We'll have a chat first, just to see if it really is a good time for you, or if it works for you, or if we work well together. But now is a good time to get in, because from November I will be offering the private virtual yoga, which means that my ability to take on pure coaching clients will decrease, because I can only do so much at once, I'm very, very excited about it. Now I will be adding yoga to the sleep course. So do look out for that, and I will be taking applications for people to get a very special sneak peek at that sleep course. So do keep in touch with what's going on. Make sure you join my newsletter list. Make sure you are part of the Melissa You versus Chronic Pain, Chronic Fatigue, Fibromyalgia Facebook group, because that's where we're chatting all the time about all the things, and I provide a lot of extra content and videos there, and we have some amazing people in the group that we all learn from each other. If you have any questions, put them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this content, and I can't wait to talk to you guys more about more yoga.